Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the regular season finale of boys soccer at Florida Christian. They're playing Divine Savior Academy here at Wadsworth Field. I am Jeffrey Swindoll. I'm joined by my brother Spencer Swindoll and my other brother William Swindoll. Say hello, guys. Pleasure to be here.
Hello.
Gotta give him a better entrance.
My fault.
So we've got two teams with very similar records. If we take a look at Divine Savior's record, they are 5-6-3. Some notable games against some opponents we would recognize. They tied Westminster Christian 2-2. Spencer, I know that you know about them a bit by firsthand.
Yeah.
They lost to St. Brendan 3-1. I don't see any opponents on here that actually are, crossing over with the opponents that FCS has played, but they've had very similar. They have very similar records, but I think strength of schedule here would be on Divine Savior's end, being that FCS has been an independent team this year.
Right. It's kind of like college football. Up to get. You have like a record, but in Alabama. Consider. Not to say that no one can rise to the occasion here. I think this is a game. I think probably going to be a match game. And yeah, let's hope for the best. Hope for no injuries. Hope for competition. Let's go Patriots.
Now, William, I want to go to you. You've been playing with the team. There are circumstances that prevented you from playing tonight, but we do have you on commentary. How's the season been up to this point, and what are your thoughts on tonight's opponent?
I think overall, for the first time in a while, this soccer team has been, something worth mentioning in a sense, because we've been, winning most of our games. We're 6-4 and like 1, I'm pretty sure. So we've been, although we are independent, we have been coming out in every game, with intensity, and we've been playing our heart out. I think this is going to be a good game. This was definitely one that was like probably the hardest on our roster besides Key West, because both those teams play St. Brendan, and these other teams are like really competitive. Like Westminster made it to the state finals last year. So this is going to be a solid game.
Well, we're about to go underway. It looks like David Ray, number 9 for FCS, is going to kick it off. Another notable absence for FCS in this game is that Jason Rodriguez, the goalkeeper, unless that is him back there. That kind of looks like him. William, you were telling me that Nick Britos was going to play goalkeeper. Are you sure about that?
That's what they said in the group chat, so I guess they changed it.
It looks like Britos is lined up there at left back, his typical position. And Jason Isaguirre. Yeah, did I say Rodriguez?
Yeah.
I meant Isaguirre. It looks like him.
We're all
back
family
there.
here. We know each other.
Anyway, Divine Savior trying to work out of the back here. Spencer, you and I watched that marathon game, that senior night game. How did you see, what did you see from FCS in terms of their formation? Well, we'll get to that in a moment here as we might have a through ball here to Evan Garcia.
Yeah,
It's actually picked up.
Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Hold that thought.
But yeah, your thoughts on that senior night last week, and I know you're a coach, so the kinds of things you would tell your team we need to improve from that Friday night game.
Well, let me start with the things that I would commend. I mean, they came out scrapping. That was a dogfight of a game. Credit to credit to Marathon. They came out and they had athletes and they were sending long balls and they made it tough on the defensive side and offensive side. A couple chances went the Patriots' way here and there, but I think the 4-1 doesn't really indicate how feisty that game was for most. So one thing I will say is that they have heart and they play all out.
By the scoreboard, I need you to stand
one thing I would like to
behind
see a
the
little
fence,
more of is
on the concrete
goal
or
in the
come
middle.
over to the bleachers.
The Patriots
Please
were
do not
content to
stand on
basically
the end line,
backline
as
up all
I
the way at the goal
requested
box
earlier. Thank
and
you.
just send long balls. Kind of just hope someone makes a play in the mid.
Yep.
Leaving one person in the mid. I mean, you can even see the information right here.
Again,
Backline
student
on the
athletes
box,
and
got
fans
one guy
standing
kind of
under the
occupying the mid, and then you got
scoreboard.
the two guys on top.
I need you to please
the
move up to the
Divine Savior's
patio, the
backline.
concrete,
I would like to see a little
or
bit
come
more
over to the bleachers.
control, a little bit more domination in the middle, because that really gets your offense going.
William, you actually played in that game on Friday night. What are some things, and you guys played earlier this week, so what are some things in terms of your recent form as a team that you think have been good, but also areas where you think there needs to be some improvement for this finale?
I think our defense has been pretty solid. Honestly, last game against Coral Shores, I didn't play that good, but Preston and Jacob have been really, showing up in the field. And some things that were good that Chris, as forward, because that's his main position, he usually plays a center mid.
Chris Garcia, number 10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He plays midfielder for us, but they put him at forward, and so that's where he really shined and got us two, phenomenal goals against the defense. Because we knew we were faster than them. They just, kick long balls all day. So we were coming into that game with that. Definitely some areas to improve our shots. Last game we had more chances than Coral Shores and we still lost 2-1. Both of their goals were penalties though that were kind of trash calls, but overall I think our shots need to be better, and like Spencer said, our midfield possession.
Sure, there was no bias in calling those calls trash.
It was the keys, though,
They're
Spencer.
flopping all game.
You know how it is down there. Oh, man. We had a half volley there on goal. Looked like it was blocked by Rodriguez or Ewan. Here's David Ray leading the attack.
First chance FC.
Yeah, powers through that challenge. Tried to get through the left back on that occasion. Looks like it went out for, it should be an FCS throw-in.
Yeah, as you were saying, sometimes playing in the key, kind of stepping in the twilight zone. The rules apply to one and not the other. I'll leave that up to anyone's interpretation. You ever played in the keys, you know what I'm talking about. Don't even pretend.
Fritos brings a ball down. One through the middle.
Breakfast.
Garda leaves the ball for Jacob. Throws it into Joaquin in the middle of the park. I'm not seeing where's Chris Garcia at? I'm not seeing him on the pitch, and that's not the vibe if you're FCS soccer. Joaquin here working in the midfield on that Divine Savior player. Really hard to see the numbers from here, to be honest with you, for the Divine Savior team. So you'll have to forgive us, folks. I also have to forgive the referee there. Got in the way of that play all the way through. Anyway.
But yeah, it looks like FCS is content to play to the level of the opponent, because right now they're kind of going tit for tat in the mid with triangle passes and stuffing out the through balls and everything. They look much more comfortable in the mid than they did in the last game. And that might just be because they were, the other team kind of hustling.
Look at David Ray, a one-man army up there. Oh, heavy touch forward into the center back.
He's tenacious, though.
Looks like he's going to win it back for his efforts.
How much does he got in the
Trying to find Sarkis, who gives him the give and go.
Here comes his cross.
Oh, a great slide tackle from the Sharks defender there.
Wish I could
Yeah.
give him credits.
That might have been
That was a
Esteban.
textbook slide.
Here come the Sharks on the right-hand side.
This is
Britos
close.
with a slide challenge of his own.
All there. Yeah, that.
Or might have creeped out of bounds for a throw. Oh no, I think Britos tugged the jersey or something like that, because this will be a free kick from the ground. That last free kick around this area went all the way to the left side of the box and out of bounds. So I'm sure the Sharks are wanting for better delivery on this occasion. Here comes the ball to the back post. Isaguirre off his line.
Great snatch.
Has to do some NFL in the end zone type of catch there. And I think either a foul or an offside is called here.
I was thinking more LeBron on the chase down there. And it seems there was a foul called for that on.
Yep. Yes, working out of the back. Britos was a name I never said on senior night because he wasn't actually there, and I was definitely remiss not to mention when he's not in that back line. There's a certain class and a certain composure that's missing, and it's great to see him back because FCS do like to build out of the back with him there. Very technical player.
Definitely not as
Out
good
wide,
as
probably
Britos
gonna
as
send it
left
down the
back.
line here. There it is. A threatening chance. Let's see if he can get a cross in.
That is Britos dueling down there on the Divine Savior player who gets
on
his
the back line,
crossover.
but
Aguirre picks it up as it takes a bounce in his 6-yard box.
you have to think that was one of those moments where maybe his teammates were like, he's not going to get it through. And then, got it through.
Yeah.
My bad.
And a bounce to Evan Garcia, waits for it, and the center back for the Sharks will be rewarded. There's Rodriguez in the middle of the field, gets an interception, and I guess that's the way the referee's going to call this game. A bit of a soft call.
With that call, but I think that's the way you have to play. I don't think you have to screw. They've been snuffing out these little triangle passes that Divine Savior. Frustrating. I'll deal with the free kick, but I won't deal with give and go.
There's another free kick from the opposite end of the field. Took one bounce into the arms of Isaguirre. FCS really only have 4 people up there. I think they're kind of getting stuck in this defensive shape, not realizing it.
Yeah, it's tough to kind of take yourself out of that shell.
Here comes Joaquin. When you watch professional play, you always see the goalie yelling, "Get up," swinging his arms to get up. And you think to yourself as a viewer, okay, we get it, you know.
Like, quit screaming.
But you are seeing on your screen right now why they emphasize that so much, because players don't remember, or they get stuck in their duels, or they don't think of the big picture of the game.
Tired.
Or they're just tired and they need to be motivated.
They just kicked it up, you know. I'm not going to start sprinting forward just after so sometimes it helps with those, second eyes like, hey, you got a job to do, get out.
So let's see.
Pato definitely screams more than most goalkeepers. I will say that.
You'd be
Pato throws it out to Britos. Gives up possession there. That was Sarkis in the middle with a jumping
heavy
effort.
Pass.
Yeah, Estrada not able to keep the ball. This through ball is going to get to the back post. He's going to save it before it goes out of the end line.
Probably going to play it back out.
Oh man, if he tried a Rabona, I'm gonna neck this man. That was unacceptable what I just saw there.
We gotta move our setup to the.
Oh, Ray with it. Yeah.
So we can have some words.
Yeah, Ray gets called for the challenge here on the back of the Sharks player. I think that's the correct call. But it's the kind of call that me as a coach, I'm glad to see my player.
Yeah,
I'd rather have it on that end of the
what I just
spectrum
said,
rather
a
than
second ago.
Right.
He gets
on
that
Rodriguez.
Call. Unfortunate that the ref called it, but I'm not going to fault him for doing it. It wasn't a yellow. It wasn't aggressive. You want that kind of message sent. Not getting through.
Another good throw from Isaguirre, setting up the attack.
Got numbers here. Pressure by Divine. Back. Look how many got back already.
Yes. in the field a bit more compact, moving their back line to the midfield. Could be an opportunity for FCS to have one of their better spells of possession. And just right from the throw-in, it's given away. That's unfortunate for them. Be another throw-in for FCS. You know, watching high school ball and then also watching professional ball, one of the things that you really take for granted, and I know I made this observation in the last game, one of the things you really take for granted is how teams preserve possession from throw-ins in professional play.
Right.
They know these little tricks and these little gimmicks, and they have it down to a science.
Right.
And in high school play, you see the ball get thrown away so often. And you think, like, man, we need to get more value out of these throw-ins.
They kind of just throw it back into the lion's den. Hopefully we come out with it top. But, yeah, one of the favorite tricks is you'll have someone post up, and then the man throwing it in, step right inside the line, and then it's passed right back to him because who's covering the guy that just threw it?
Yeah.
You know, that's stuff like that.
You just need, like, 1 or 2 seconds of separation, and then you can get rid of it.
Little tricks of possession like that are what separate the good level of play. In, you know, all the higher levels, it's kind of a given.
Looks like we're trading
our man Chris Garcia.
Yeah, it looks like we're trading Evan Garcia for Chris Garcia. William, what are your thoughts on Chris Garcia as a player?
I think he's definitely one of the most skilled players on our team. He's like been invited to like all these different events for travel, like the Youth Olympics, like all this stuff. So he's a really solid player. Apparently what he told me is that he plays like way better in travel than he does here for some reason, because you know his nerves kind of get to him, is what he said. But I think he's one of the key components of our team.
Sharks coming down the right side here. Looked like Ewan had to make a critical sliding challenge, as we've seen him do all season. William, what are your thoughts on Preston back there, playing at center back? When was the last time did he play, like in freshman year, and then he just came back this year, and he was instantly?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he's looked in really good form this season.
Out, yeah.
Cross coming in. Punched out by the goalie.
A good corner kick, but dealt well with by Izaguirre. Good interception there from Sarkis. Setting up Chris Garcia, who just stepped on the field with 4 players around him. Estrada's got to keep this ball.
Time to sprint back. Where numbers are crucial. Second counts.
That was a really long throw from Estrada. Almost got to Garcia.
Long ball switching it. Tons of space.
That was a great ball from Divine Savior to relieve the pressure.
Great stalling on that. Stalled and went for the pass and was covering the pass, and as soon as he made the move to dribble into the midfield, he pounced on it.
Joaquin into challenge.
On the line. Their cameraman. Catch it.
Nice. And the pressure there from Joaquin pays off for FCS as they're going to get the ball back.
Dart down the line.
It's Chris Garcia with a little bit of space here. I think he wants to keep it. Yes, he does. Looking for Ray. Oh, intercepted by the center back.
That's the travel ball control right there.
Yeah.
Not feeling those nerves tonight.
Ritos running towards his own goal.
Got to really be careful here. Generally, goalies aren't known for their footwork, so get a little too cute back there. Disaster happens.
Izaguirre with a line drive, a low one, straight into the front line of Divine Savior. What is this?
Looks like it was a high kick. Or maybe offside. I couldn't tell you what
the
it
right
was.
forward might have been offside.
Yeah.
And so when he attempted to come back and play on the ball, the referee called an offside. Really interesting.
Right, but it wasn't.
FCS just give the ball right back. What's going on here?
But it wasn't kicked by Divine Savior. Reception.
Yeah, the center.
Offsides.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a hill for me to die on. I'm just saying that I think what it was the center forward kicked the ball forward, and so the referee called offside on that right forward because he attempted to make a play when he started that play offside. Now, look, this is the time at FCS, they've got to move everyone up. It really is like 6 in that back line.
Looks like it might pay out for them.
Oh, what a save from the Sharks keeper.
Go-stopping save to keep out
It only took a few minutes for Chris Garcia to register the first, I think that's the first shot on goal in this game. Oh, what an interception there from Britos. He's going to have to follow up.
No, that's offside.
Yeah, the Sharks player was way offside there.
I could have called that from here even without the feet.
You're just sitting in a room, you're like, yeah, it's offside.
Offside.
All right. And you guys are getting just a taste of this man Spencer's humor.
Come on.
But let's be honest.
I just tell it like it is.
William, it's just the tip of the iceberg, isn't it?
Hello?
Correct.
William, hype me up, please.
Definitely haven't heard the cackle from Spencer yet.
Can't be giving away my secret.
Now, it looked like Britos there with a professional move, doing that shielding, draw foul thing. Oh, man, that free kick wasn't the best one. Found his way to Sarkis. Chris Garcia trying to work with his midfielders.
Like to see it pass back in the
Sarkis
midfield.
and Joaquin teaming up. Sarkis finally gets it down the left-hand side to Ray.
Pretty sure that was John, not Ray.
John's down here on the right-hand side. Here's Chris Garcia, and they, oh man, oh no, that was Joaquin and Ray canceling each other out.
Miscommunication here. Defensive side,
Yeah,
there's a couple chances.
Saw them throw their arms up in frustration at each other.
Awesome throw up after that throw.
Definitely a throwaway.
I've never understood the, like, well, I should say I've never agreed with the, if the ball never goes in on a throw-in, you get to rethrow. It's like, no.
Yeah, I don't.
You threw it so bad, you shouldn't get to rethrow.
Oh,
it
it never came in. Yeah, and
Bully having to come to the edge of his box here. Clears it to the midfield line. Oh, man, FCS. Oh, what a back heel from Jacob. Oh, yeah, handball called here on Jonathan. Honestly, he deserves to get penalized for that. What was he thinking?
Odd. To give him some space to dribble up. Divine Savior's more than happy to take it. Lay down the line.
Yeah, I think Divine Savior just got sick and tired of those free kicks
down here.
that came to no fruition. Wow, this shot almost ended up being a cross to his man on the back right post.
Was that not a deflection?
Nah, he just mad shanked it.
That is mad. Well, he was heavily pressured. Might as well have been. Back foot, falling. Right. Oh, with a pass down the line, I'm not safest option. Ball sails out of bounds. I assume Divine Savior throw in. Interesting option, going for a pass to the other side. Well, he wasn't even in goal. Find themselves back on the defensive. And right here is textbook triangle passing. Play down the line. You have to see the give and go here. Chips it over to the other side.
Beautiful
Just
cross.
a little too far for him. Killed the pass, but that was excellent build-up play. Rolls it out. Immediately in trouble.
Here's Jason Rodriguez. And the passing is just, man, the passing is just off tonight. This doesn't look like.
On the defensive line, they seem to be dealing with the pressure well, but then as soon as it gets towards that half line, feet start turning into bricks. Great control, great take. Trying to take on the world here. Fortunately, loses that battle. Open field down the line. Great touch between them. Playing it down the middle. Looking for the through ball on the side.
Oh, man, it looked like he's going to line up a shot there. Sarkis,
great press.
going to ground in the middle of the field.
And this is what I'm talking about. The defense, it looks like the midfielders are all playing defense tonight because the passing and the relieving of pressure has been stellar from the defensive line on FCS.
Oh, Rodriguez saves it just before it goes out of bounds and kicks it off a Sharks player. He just wants to start play already.
That was a no-you there.
Here's Joaquin on the sideline.
And it seems like it's always just out of reach for the FCS players. They want to do one more touch, one more pass, one
Estrada,
more.
what a throw. Ray heads it to himself. And goalie will pick it up.
Into the arm.
Good communication between those players.
They play the half straight through. There's no water break in the middle.
Nah, it's
It's
just
usually
next
at 20
stoppage.
minutes.
Oh, okay,
Just
okay.
whenever the next stoppage is
Okay.
around 20.
So that should be coming up soon.
Yep.
And looking like that's it. So first quarter.
Yep.
I was saying back in my day we didn't need water.
I know that's what Pop's saying. If he's watching this stream, anytime they do the water break, he's like, "What's
Come
going on here,
let's
man?"
go.
They shouldn't even have halftime. It should just be straight 90 minutes.
Yeah, water is a privilege.
He was right. Stopping the ball in midfield.
Tough to control. It's a hard ball. Doing their best to cover the passes, though. Putting
Oh,
a lot
oh,
of
oh.
pressure on this back line.
Ray almost had that on that left back. Made a clever little touch to himself.
Divine Savior really comfortable with these triangle passes on the line. Seem to have a good communication with their wingers in the midfield. Trying to make a play down.
Look at that defense from Sarkis.
Unfazed. Stood right in front of him. Said, what you got for me?
And we are going into the water break.
About time.
So, William, what are your thoughts on this first quarter, if you will, of this game?
I think Divine Savior is a really polished team, as they've been doing like the triangle passes, and they've been doing some really good balls, like through balls into the goal box. Most of the time, just like a little bit too far, but you can see that their idea and like their game plan is like what they want it to be. Like they're just playing kind of in their bag, doing all these passes, give and go. I think FCS, like Spencer said, the defense has been balling out. And the midfield is kind of just like slacking on passes, and we're not really getting much balls off of throw-ins or even like just simple passes to each other.
Spencer, your thoughts on this first quarter?
Like I said, I loved, again, tenacity of fighting for every ball. There was a couple chances, really good through balls played through, and someone made a diving tackle to stop the ball from going, essentially preventing a. So that's what I love to see, that they're keeping that about themselves strong in this game. What I would like to see a little bit more of, which they've been doing a lot better than last time I saw them. Yeah, just a little bit more control in the midfield. Take those touches a little bit softer. Keep it a little closer to your body. Because when they're trying to dribble, it's like they're putting it 2 feet in front of them, and then they're always reaching out right before the guy touches it to try and get one last ditch touch on it. So if they play it a little bit closer to the chest and have a little bit more precision in their passes, I could see this game running away on the scoreboard.
Still a lot to play for, all to play for between these two teams. I think Divine Savior have had the better of the possession, but I think at the same time, though, it's a lot of like that side-to-side stuff. And
Yeah,
FCS,
not really amounting into
Ladies
real
and gentlemen,
chances. They had a
in the
few,
evidence
they had a
today,
few
good
real good
sportsmanlike
crosses, but
is
no one was there to capitalize on it. But all in all, it's
The
just
ref's
been
been
a dogfight in
notified.
the back third
Hopefully
for
it
FCS.
wasn't you. Please refrain from saying anything.
Divine
at
Savior
either
definitely
of
have
the
some
players.
players that are
Positive,
comfortable with each
positive.
other, that they play with
Comments,
their heads
please.
up,
Thank
looking
you.
for each other. You can see them trying to develop and triangulate, as you noted, Spencer.
I guess he's acting as a ball boy.
Yeah, he's the ball boy.
Okay.
And outside of the boot cross there,
Good little pass to deal with it.
there's Ewan trying to clear it out.
Plays into the middle.
And Lucas Gutierrez has jumped onto the field. Here's David Ray waiting for Gutierrez gets bodied. The sixth grader. This clearance from the defense. Oh, Garcia was looking for
A little
Gutierrez.
higher,
What?
still.
Okay, Sarkis just launches it the right side.
Great idea, just a little too much mustard.
Goalkeeper will just pick it up. Man, FCS have a few opportunities given to them, whether it's from their pressure or some mistake back there from Divine Savior, but they don't seem to have the quality or the chemistry or the consistency with each other to take advantage of it.
Yeah, some real good chances, really good opportunities that have basically been fought and earned for. Not quite getting it on the last touches.
Rodriguez had a chance to.
Xavier with some pace here, knocked out by the defense.
Yeah, Rodriguez had a chance there to put his team into attacking mode, but he kind of gave it up with a poor trap, aerial trap of the ball.
Great experience showed by the back line. Good communication of one body out and one clear the ball. Fortunately, the clear was a little soft and the ball being for naught. Divine Savior back with the ball. Craftiness, a chip through, really dangerous.
Great through ball, it's headed. The Sharks player chases it down.
Gonna play it back out, see if they can get a shot.
Look at all the numbers forward that Divine Savior have, 6 or 7 up there. They cycle it out to the left for this cross. And Isagire picks it up.
Yes, has good job of scrambling back and denying these balls that Divine Savior. But it's only a matter of time before they find their chance. Have to start mounting some offense and threatening their side of the field.
Pressure there from Joaquin. Throw over the head of Ray.
Pitch.
Wow, Divine Savior already on the attack. Fritos will kick this one out for a Divine Savior throw-in. Divine Savior Academy. Boy, that's a mouthful. I'll go with DSA from now on. Long throw, headed back by Ewan.
Great thing about headers is
And I'm just going to assume it was picked up by Jason.
Algorithm. Down bad right now.
Throw in here to Joaquin. Intercepted by Divine Savior.
Better job of keeping the ball off these things.
Yep.
At least if you're going to lose it farther down the field.
Yeah, if I was coach, that would be something I would drill. I've just seen it so many times, I can't unsee it. The throw-ins are such a giveaway of possession.
Yeah.
Good interception from Sarkis. Got 4 men around him.
Starts.
Past the Ray. Oh, just poor touches from both of them.
A little too heavy on it. Eager to send it through. Afraid to take a move. It is, but got to figure it out.
Chris Garcia looked like he's stepped back into the midfield. Sarkis gets it to Garcia. Oh, man. Trying to get past this man with a move. There's Rodriguez in the midfield. So glad we have no call there. And now a call for FCS as Garcia draws the foul. Rodriguez with the big boot that he has. Put some balls through. This is the time where FCS, they've got to move their defense all the way up.
Yeah. Yeah, playing full field is a fire way to get your boy tired. And
nice long ball to Ray. Looking for that flick header. Joaquin looks for Gutierrez. He's got it to him.
Got to turn around, though.
Passes it back to Chris Garcia. Oh, Chris Garcia's attempt to go backwards. Fails. And Divine Savior are in on the attack. But actually, that through ball's a bit hard.
What FCS lacks in for ferocity, the unfortunate thing is that once you get to the top of the field, everything is compressed and you have all 10 people in the box. Not really the way you're going to put it in the net unless you get a lucky breakthrough. You're going to need to figure out some magic to get that in there past this Divine Savior. Seemingly experienced Divine backline. Ball down. Clock. Good clear. Headed back straight to Divine Savior. Like they have a little bit of miscommunication. Played out with pace to the wing. This is dangerous. He can get a cross in right here. Close it down. Excellent defense. Really patient.
Jacob Corradera had a bit of a shoulder bash there at the end, the legal kind.
That was a bit of a message.
Yeah. Sharks player.
Seeing if he can
Cuts
cut back and shoot it.
Smart job from Jason Rodriguez, not biting. Rodriguez gets it to Garcia.
trying to relieve some pressure for the defense. Defense has got to step up here.
I don't know. Maybe Garcia was looking for a foul call there. I think it was called, actually. Tug on the shirt. Garcia's tough to stop when he just kicks the ball into open space. He's a quick player.
One of those guys you love having on your team. Hate to play.
Yep. Gonna be Nick Britos with the service on the free
I'm
kick.
pretty sure Chris is the fastest player on our team,
Yep.
along with David Ray and
Classic time waste
someone else.
standing in front of the ball.
I think this is the first time FCS have had that amount of players that far up the field. So this might be just what needed to happen to force FCS to get their numbers forward. Oh, Burrito's ball doesn't really clear the first line of defense. He's going to get a second chance here.
Numbers.
Oh, trying to chip it to the right for David Ray. Joaquin chasing it down.
Done a great job of getting back in the Savior spaces after figure out how to stop giving up the ball.
Divine Savior taking advantage of this counterattack as FCS had all their numbers forward. Oh, and it's off the bar! It's still out! What a play from... What is this? Oh, it's a penalty call.
Penalty.
Wow. Oh, man. I mean, who's the penalty on? Like, who...
Yeah, I was
someone
waiting for
handball
the
it, or-
instant replay to come back up, and then I realized where we were.
Yeah. What is it? Offside or...
No.
Nah, yeah, it looks like a straight-up penalty. Wow.
Might have been
Who
on
got a
the
yellow card?
person shooting. Maybe he just called a foul on that. Just contact there. Not really sure. But wait, it's not going to change back that.
See if Pato can get a save here. Oh, and the Sharks convert the penalty.
Well struck.
Yeah.
Pretty much unstoppable. Great take from Divine Savior. Wish I could see his number. And
Yeah, very hard to see his number from here. But man, also that was a great counterattack.
yes.
I mean, that led all the way to that volley hitting the crossbar, which could have easily just been a goal. That was
It
textbook
honestly
counter.
probably should have been a goal.
Yeah.
It was a stroke of luck that it kind of hit the post and bounced out rather than in. But yeah, like I was saying, when you force your defense to play whole field, mistakes are going to start happening. Got to start stepping up. Got to stuff this out before it even becomes a problem.
And looks like Coach Fernando's put on Jerry Bishop there on the left mid.
Bouncing, tough to deal with.
Still not out by FCS. Ewan comes forward. Be a throw-in for FCS. When rainbows this ball down the right side.
Mark.
David Ray coming back from forward. Gets in the way of his own player, Rodriguez.
Just seems like they never were able to settle down. It's
Yeah.
always emergency.
And right there, Rodriguez tried to kick himself into space, but ended up kicking it out of bounds.
Right back to the.
Would have been an easy repossession from FCS. Now they've given it back. Interception there from Chris Garcia.
Like I said, FCS has been forcing a lot of turnovers, something really to commend, but they've got to start capitalizing on it.
Oh,
or
that's
else
a
it'll all
great
be
ball
for
to the
naught.
left side.
Good cutback.
Oh, and it hits the side net.
All this sprinting they're doing to throw all these balls and make up for their mistakes. Have to assume that legs are going to start getting tired and they're not going to be able to make up for all the mistakes later on in the game. Got to get that under control. That Jonathan Estrada who just
Yeah,
came back on?
John Estrada's back on. Chris Garcia's moved back to the forward position, and Lucas Gutierrez has been subbed off. Sharks here with a chance, cleared out by Ewan at the top of the box. Across to the back post, awkward trajectory.
Not dealt with yet.
Oh, shoulder pass straight into the Sharks player. I think that's John Mendia.
Saw some FCS players with their hands up, like, what do you do? So I think it was right to do it. It wasn't dangerous, but
now for Jason Rodriguez, this would be shot on goal distance. Not sure about this Sharks player, but I don't think he's even looked at his players waiting there on the back post. I think he's just going to strike this on goal. Oh, when he tried to cross it, player took a dive in the box. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of people just taking dives in boxes and then referees don't even say anything. Sometimes people just trip or, something happens. But really, the simulation yellow cards need to be way more frequent.
yeah.
But we could do a whole podcast episode on that.
That's how they called my penalty.
Document.
This guy just dived in the box and he instantly called it when I didn't even touch him.
Oh, what a poor goal kick there from Isaguirre. Yes, with their backs against the wall constantly in this game. Like that. That's another thing.
Yeah.
That's just an obvious time waste.
It's the uncurable condition of soccer play. So you start actually.
I mean, yeah, if you don't punish it, there's no incentive
It's
for
one
them
thing
to
if
stop.
he had the
It's that
ball
simple.
and then just drops it, went out of his way, back and kick.
Like referee's gonna call this foul here that was committed on Rodriguez. And they might have to be cautious on moving numbers forward because they really paid the price for it on that last one.
Well, they just have to be cautious with the ball. Kind of just gave it right to Divine Savior. Got to start building up some serious change.
He's, I guess, passing it to Estrada there on the right side.
Yeah, I couldn't tell shot or not.
See if Estrada can get this cross in. It's to the back post. Is it going in? It hits the crossbar.
That was a lot closer than it looked like it was going to be.
Wow, the goalie was absolutely left stranded. He had no idea what to do with it. Here's Ewan. Clears it up the right side. Well, for a Sharks.
To be honest, I mean, there's nothing he really can do about it.
It's a mortar shot. I mean, it goes straight up. And
he was on the other side of the box. All you can do is hope and pray.
Right here, Divine Savior. That was a bit of a clinic right there on throw-in, maintaining of possession. Looks like he's indicating a push-off from Cordera. Went on the wall. That distance. To the back post.
Have that. Threatening.
Yeah, David Ray with a bit of a cheeky backheel to himself.
Touches it too far. There it is.
Just a far too heavy touch there from Estrada.
Got to keep it close to the chest so you can on his.
Just moving up the field, Estrada. I think he's
take
got to
this
throw
quicker.
this ball to Jason Rodriguez. He's going to go down the right side. Ray can cross
crossing it through.
Wow, really heavy cross.
Showing he's been in the weight room.
There's John Mendia with his left boot. Puts it at the top of the box. Joaquin could not get on the end of it. Rodriguez chasing it down here. Looks like he keeps the ball. Wow, I don't know why he let that one get out of bounds. I mean, because if he touched the ball, if it was a clean slide challenge, then he touched the ball.
Yeah. Kind of a short circuit moment. Words or? Called it against Divine City.
I think it's a bad call.
Called it
Should
on
just
the,
be a
on
throw
the body
or
out.
something.
I guess he was trying to fight for the ball. Being sent into the box, headed out, back on the top of the box in FCS possession.
Darkey's puts it on. It was to the left there. Easy save for the goalkeeper. Look at him in the time-wasting gimmick. To throw up the right side, and Estrada, okay, he's making the decision to go up this time.
Gotta have to play back now. Back to the goalie. Pressure coming.
Really good kick from the goalkeeper. That's an asset to have in high school ball. Midfield here. Estrada gives it to Sarkis. Oh, so close to getting that pass to Garcia. Finally gets it through after a second attempt. Garcia, can he win this duel? Give himself some space. Gets onto the baseball clay. Kind of scuffs the touch there. Here's Britos.
Back in possession.
Inexplicable touch there from Britos. You
Never
expect
mind.
more from a player of his quality. Sarkis with another slide challenge. Clock's going down here. Judging by the way tonight has gone, I think we're gonna get a solid zero stoppage time situation.
Down clock,
Referee took a look back. Play end. And folks, it is halftime here. Divine Saviors up 1-0 over FCS on their regular season finale. We will be right back after a little bit. See you soon.
You come back here and if you're not sweating so hard, you slap during the swimming, you don't really want it. Well, but Julia, right here.
All right, folks, welcome back. We're about to start the second half, final half of FCS's 2021-22 season. We are underway. Divine Savior are up after a penalty kick goal. That second quarter of the first half. FCS already looking on the attack here. Ray could have touched the ball to himself and get a shot on goal, but he let it run past him, and the goalkeeper will pick it up. Britos has been moved into a center back position. Mendia moving up the field. Touches it into the midfield. David Ray trying that back heel move again. Hit up the sideline here for the Sharks. Okay, Mendia tracking back. Playing his last half of high school soccer. Sharks coming down the right side. They get this cross in. Oh, man.
Yeah, unfortunate that tracking back kind of aided his have to step up. Tracking back there, stick with the ball and not just kind of give it away and bait the defense harder. But last game we saw them, FCS was pretty much a different team second half. Control of it. I don't know, maybe they just need to switch sides of the field to get a better grasp of on. Like more of the same right here as the ball's being played down the sideline. Looking like a foul. Looks like it's been called against Divine Savior.
That whole play developed after FCS kicked away a goal kick. Isaguirre looked for Jacob Corradera. Corradera missed his touch and it just rolled out of bounds. Yes, I think in this game really struggling to keep the ball on dead ball situations. Open play, they've done a good job physically. Oh man, that's a great move from Chris Garcia. Yeah, Ray was offside. Yeah, he was about 3 yards offside. Ray's got to stay disciplined there. Boy, the referee looked out there. He was not in anywhere close of a calling that. But it was just so obvious that Ray was off. He called it there. Ref was on the other side of the field. Jason runs over, picks it up before it goes out of bounds. If FCS can develop an attack out of their own end here. Geary punts it. Back in possession for Divine Savior. Here's Britos hitting it through to Mendia. I think they were on the same page there. Here's Ewan. Poor touch. It gives it away to Divine Savior. What a tackle there from Corradera.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Goal-saving tackle.
Sharks had a wide open player at the back post. They still might get a chance anyway. It hits the crossbar after a header. Wow.
disastrous mistake. Heroic efforts to get out of the goal.
Ewan has been so good all season, and I think one of the best things about him is the simplicity of his play, that he just kicks the ball out. He just does what needs to get done to not concede another goal. I think that was a rare occasion where he got too fancy with it.
But it's just a little too far, man. Got to keep it closer if they want to keep.
Divine Savior coming back on attack up this left side here. Got it down there near the baseball clay, still in bounds. Defensive stop there. Make it a throw-in for Divine Savior. It doesn't look like DSA are parking the bus here. They're going for more goals. And there have been a few occasions, even in this half already, where it looked like that could benefit FCS. But
they're by no means out of the woods yet.
Yeah.
And the best way to keep a lead. Pedal. A lot of teams.
Rodriguez with a throw-in situation. Look at the positioning of the FCS players. Just give it right back again on another throw-in.
First touches from the air. Throw-ins have been blatantly.
Rodriguez, oh man, sacrifices his foot for that one. Gotta keep the ball, just giving it away there. Pass to the back line is given right back to Divine Savior, coming down the side here. That player held onto the ball a bit too long. He had a great chance up the left flank.
That's really a lot of athleticism. Not a shoulder.
Yes, making it much harder on themselves, I think, than it needs to be. But they do make up for it. You got to give them credit for that.
Exactly.
With their ferocity and athleticism.
I feel like a broken record, but it's impressive. The disparity between mistake and then immediately 3 people swarming the person to pick up for the.
And here for Divine Savior.
Good
Look at
tap
that.
through.
Look at the plays they develop out of just a throw-in.
Fortunately, couldn't get anything forward. Had to play it back to the back line and ambitious on that one. Tried to swing. Side kicked it out on 40. Calling it back to the spot of the actual. Tossing it to the middle.
A
managed to
bouncy
keep
ball,
it.
tough to trap.
That one.
Really
One Divine Savior player able to snuff out their throw-in.
Yeah. Really frustrating as a player when you wait for a ball and it's super bouncy because you have to wait. You can't develop the play.
This one tipped off a Divine Savior play. Throw-in. Could be a real chance for some.
Oh, this is going to be a free kick here. Right outside that center circle.
That's
Mendia
Mendia.
down there, number 11.
Yeah.
Chris Garcia would be at the top of the box. Or it looks like he's at the right of the box, actually. I wonder if Britos could just give this ball to number 6, Rodriguez, and then Rodriguez launches it on goal. Britos just going to put it on.
Definitely his bread and butter shot for Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Windage.
How many goals has it been this season? 5 or 6? From that,
And almost all of his goals.
basically the same situation. Either a free kick or a open shot from that space.
Got to account for the rotation. That shot. Wide.
Good header from Britos.
Good 50-50 challenge right. Back in control. Trying to calmly play this out of the. Playing it back to the goal. In it
Great
wide.
pressuring up.
A heavy touch there. Defense deals with it well.
DSA really living or dying by this playing on the back thing. And there's a giveaway to Rodriguez. Hands it off to Gonzalez. Just not able to even get a through ball there to David Ray. Good interception there from Sarkis.
There it is.
Feet gets it to Rodriguez.
Chips it through.
Chips it through.
That's dangerous.
Goalkeeper well off his line. Alert.
Reaction.
Just launch it
Good
away. I
punt
think
up.
probably should have waited a bit longer there, but I think it might work out for Divine Savior anyway. Corradera having to save the day. This pass does get through. Look at the great chasm in the midfield.
You can keep this in. There's a real chance. Right there.
Oh,
Chips
there's
through.
a through ball. Oh, too far.
Totally off his line again. Exactly what.
The kind of situation that I think if it was Divine Savior, they would put in the back of the net. FCS have made less
Great touch
errors
from the mid.
other than that penalty
Good
kick,
control
I would
play
say.
right here. I don't know if anyone called.
There's
down on
Rodriguez.
there. Plays it through, but they're already offside or thought it wasn't worth it. Too far.
Or he just thought, I've scored from this range like 6 times this season. Let me just let it rip. Just mistimes that one. Ewan having 2 players chase him down.
This is dangerous.
Perhaps. Through the middle. Oh, man, the game is really stretched. There's about 2 players for FCS having to cover about 40 yards of grass.
Yeah. Talking about they cannot get complete. Back line all the way back, front line all the way up.
Like we're bringing FCS, bringing on Lucas Gutierrez, the 6th grader, subbing out Joaquin Gonzalez. Fine Savior, left-footed shot here. Looked like Isagiri was there all the way, knew it was going over. Still took a hop though. Oh, it looks like he tipped it over actually, forcing a save out of Isagiri to just safe. Is actually one of the few corner kicks we've seen from Divine Savior. I don't even know if we've registered from DSA.
Yeah, I can't even.
Oh, there was one where he had to come out and punch it.
Yes.
That
yeah.
really good punch.
Yes.
I think that might have been the only one. It was a well-hit one. This one's good too to the back post. Oh.
So where they seem to have struggled to put a good set piece on free, both of the corner kicks were really dangerous. You have to think that's something that probably drew.
You guys going with some short play out of the back. Doesn't work out. I actually think that's playing to FCS's weaknesses right now. They've had, in some games, they've had more success with the slow build-up. In this game, it looks like better chances come when Isagire or whoever just blasts it downfield. Looks like that lottery has been favoring them a bit better. Oh, what a through ball that is! Shot is not up to par with the quality of that through ball from DSA.
Yeah, some of these shots looked like they were deflected.
They just go straight out.
They just were not well struck.
William, if you were on the field, what would you be saying to your team right now, man?
I think we should, if I was on the team and I was playing left back, then we should, just kind of kick it to the midfield like how Spencer was saying. If I was playing midfielder, I think, we should fight for the middle more and, keep the ball in our possession because we're always, like Spencer said, in emergency mode. Like, we're just rushing the ball, 24/7, which we are a pretty athletic team in a sense because we have a lot of travel players. So a lot of people have stamina, including me. So I think if we play more of the midfield, give it to some of our better players, then we can, capitalize on that more.
Here's the pressure. Works out for FCS. Rodriguez puts it through to Ray.
If you can make a move here. Throws it down, chips it
Oh, if that ball was just over the head of that man back there in the back line. Chris Garcia was waiting for it.
It just seems that FCS has kind of conceded that, we don't really
Great
have
slide
anything
tackle from
past these.
Sarkis. Sorry, Spencer, go ahead.
No, it's all good. I was just saying it seems that the FCS kind of just conceded I'm not more skilled than you, so either send it through or kind of slow it down and wait for a guy to pass to. No one seems to really be taking these tools and really challenging them.
Good interception from Gutierrez. Ray can put it through to Chris Garcia.
On the side.
He'll keep it to himself. I think he should have hit it through to Garcia there.
Probably didn't have his eyes up. But
Still, still an opportunity for FCS as they have a throw-in down there.
I think the FCS players know that most of their nasty and turnovers rather than making a move.
Ray is fighting down there in the 6-yard box. Oh, he kicks it in the side net.
Excitement down in the box. Want to see.
I think FCS lucky to even have a chance there. That throw-in was still not really where it needs to be. It's like a few inches above the head of FCS's own player. Not quite where you want to be for a target forward post-up that David Ray's looking for.
Some sloppy touches here, building up.
Sloppy challenge there, the quick play here.
Hold on.
Oh, man. Is this live?
No.
Wow. That's disappointing for DSA. I think I got to give them props. They found a really good outlet pass there.
Ref is at his hand. Wow.
That quick play was nice, though.
Yeah, but it wasn't even.
They should have kept the advantage. They should have kept the advantage for Divine Savior if it was a foul on us.
It was an advantage play that he ended up calling back because the play kind of stopped. They took the ball, wasn't even all squared away now. Ball out for
Teams Jerry Bishop has been subbed in there on the right side, right mid. Coach Fernando, as we noted in the marathon game, trying to win games, but also this is a rebuilding season for this program. Cycling player smartly. Oh, that's a conflict from Isaguirre. Saved by Britos. What is this?
They're offsides, or it's a call on Divine Savior.
Yeah. And for Gutierrez, shortest player on the pitch. Ball gets past him. Mendia chasing it down on the left side. And the official on this side is going to overrule it. That really should be called for time wasting. It's just so obvious. The ball throwing. Look at that throw in. It just goes over Ray's head. Garquez heading it forward. Puts it on. Forcing a save out of the goalie.
Well struck.
Garquez, an absolute workhorse in the midfield. On the stat sheet, rewarded for his efforts.
Note that many chances are the only separating these penalty.
That's right. Looked like some good 1-2 play opportunity there. Sarkees and Garcia. And there's an overload here on the right side for Divine Savior. Intercepted by Mendia. Oh, Mendia's got to kick it away there.
Divine Savior.
Lucky for Mendia there. But a good spot there on the interception.
All of his
really tough spot for him.
All of his decision making on the field and didn't after.
Perez misses the throw in. Being chased down. Gets it long upfield. Garcia waiting for it. Wins that duel. Cuts inside here.
Plays it through.
Oh, it looked like Ray was offside anyway. But look at the referee. He's in no position to be calling this.
Yeah.
I mean, you just have to rely on depth perception at that point. But he's a good 20 yards away from where he needs to be for an offside call. Ray was offside, though. Passing it back here to Isaguirre. He is left-footed. Kicks it out there to Britos. I think that pass could have been a bit better. I think Isaguirre kind of conceded there, surrendered, and just kicked it a little bit closer to the out-of-bounds line.
Seemed more of the same of panic scenarios, giving the ball up more, calming and not the best pass it.
Good stuff from Mendy
Good
and
outlet
Gutierrez
down the
there.
line, but it's played in. Still in? Apparently not. Finally call it.
Look at where the official's standing. I mean, that's why he's not ever in position for these offside calls.
Is there
Look at
not
where he's
another
standing.
official down?
Yeah, there's one down there. He's off screen right now.
Right.
You can see his shadow there on the right frame. Really long shot. That would have been a 30-yarder there from the DSA midfielder.
Nothing too impressive from the shots. Fine Savior have been really threatening on the crosses. Shots have been pretty wild.
Yeah, good development of play. Oh, man.
No.
Wow. I don't even know if Isagire looked to see if that guy was sprinting in there. That was perfectly timed. Oh, man.
Fortunately,
This might not work out for DSA. Have to pass it back to the goalie here.
Doesn't really clear it out. DSA still in danger.
Perez, I think, probably should have left that for Sarkis. Him with the height advantage there. Rodriguez. Good interception from Sarkis again. Gets it down to Mendia.
Get a good cross in. Heavy touch. Heavy touches. I think it comes from an overzealous, like, I'm fast, so I'm going to catch up to this. They really got to get that under control because they have chances giving it to
Yeah, it seems to be some heavy touch in an otherwise well-developed play with players even in good positions. So that's not even like the issue.
Yeah,
the issue is just the heavy touches derails the whole thing.
Exactly, because then you're like, uh-oh, now I have to sprint for this, and the guys are going to be there. You're turning your own dribble into a 50-50.
Entering the final 20 minutes here as we have this water break. FCS, as you noted, Spencer, it's after all we've seen, the only thing separating these teams is a cheeky PK that DSA converted well.
Now, to be fair, it was off of an incredible chance that could have been a goal.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah. I mean, they very much
take
deserve.
away. It's not to take away from Divine Savior. It's more of a kind of a fun fact or a shocking revelation of this game that all these chances, all these through balls, all these shots, all these crosses, the only thing that has ever landed in there was a penalty kick.
Shocking revelation. It's like one of those clickbait articles.
You'll never believe how this game went. Saved you.
William entering the final 20 minutes here of this season. What are your thoughts on what's ahead for FCS right here?
I think if we keep more possession of the ball and stop doing heavy touches, we can really excel and score.
FCS have been developing attacks. I think they do. They do have a chance to produce a goal here from the rate that they've been making attacks, but it's gonna have to take their best quality play because we've not seen it tonight.
Have to put their best foot forward as they.
Yeah. They're gonna have to tighten the screws a little bit.
I think what's in store for this team is pretty limitless in a sense because we have a lot of prodigies. We have a lot of 9th graders. We have a 6th grader that is already like really technical and, like you said, almost plays like Messi. So I think next season they'll really be in their bag and kind of develop like a new culture for soccer at FCS, at least for boys.
The culture shift has already happened. FCS already securing an over 500 season, 6-4-1. Would take them to 6-5-1 if the result holds. But still, over 500 seasons for FCS. That's not something I expected to happen in any time soon.
Doesn't happen
for
very
FCS.
often that a comes back from the brink of death and already back in better form.
Yeah. Players can really end this season on a good statement rather than a whimper going softly into that good night. They got to rage against that. When climbing over the DSA player should be an obvious foul call. Garcia gives it to Estrada.
like FCS is, rather than passing, they give it to Divine Savior and then steal it from them. The way they like to advance the ball upfield.
This is going to sound kind of weird, but I actually think Chris Garcia needs to be more greedy with the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, right there, he gives it up.
He's gotta get
He's
creative.
just as capable in that situation just to dribble through the
100%.
midfield.
Yeah, 100%. It's something that's actually like a lot of coaches end up having to mind their players. Is like, hey, be a little bit more selfish with the ball, because sometimes we don't need robots just must pass, see, man, open, you know.
Yep.
Sometimes
Especially
creating a
for
little bit of
Chris.
that magic yourself, drawing pressure from you just charging down the field is what opens the rest of the team up sometimes. So, especially in the box, got to get a little bit more selfish, you know, in terms of the ball, not in terms
Oh,
of
man,
teamwork.
this is a good play for DSA. It's stopped there by,
challenge.
I think, Ewan.
And as physical as FCS is, they have done a really good job of, once it's in the box, they don't commit any dangerous fouls. They just seem to be able to poke that ball away.
Britos finds Gutierrez with plenty of space. Ray, stay on side.
Great
He's done
pass.
so. He's got options. He sends it to the right post. Oh, it's just way too far.
A little too far. It was curving towards the goal, too. Makes it easy for the goalie to come off his line and make a stop.
Yeah.
Look at the way he's walking. It seems a little bit tired, so that might have just been a, here you go, this is all I got.
Yeah. Chris Garcia tracking back with the challenge there.
He's playing advantage here. FCS swarming the ball, though. Seems to be out on Divine Savior.
Going to be a substitution here for FCS. Bringing on Ewan.
Our coach definitely tells some of our players who are very, technical to be, selfish, be creative in how they play. Because, we have that sort of skill on some of these players. So that's definitely a really good point that you made.
Rodriguez draws a foul here. Opts to play a bit quicker. Ball lands at
Ball through the
Garcia's
back line.
feet. Oh, gives it up, though. Some weird bounces. Marquise is his chance there. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing more frustrating than when you're playing indoor or something. The guy who's playing forward, he just always wants to do one more pass. It's like, bro, you're in front of the goal. You need to shoot.
You're at the
You're
top
the
of the
number
box, you gotta
9.
shoot.
Like, you need to shoot. That's your role.
You got to shoot.
It's like you don't get unselfish points.
Or
if you
maybe
do that.
or
You
maybe
get
not
idiot
even
points.
maybe not even one more pass, just one more touch, one more, oh, let me back heel it, take it sideways and then come back, and it's like shot it already.
And heads it back to Sarkis.
You got to be more confident in yourself in the shots.
Yeah. FCS, we've noted before,
Yes, sir.
Wadsworth Field is a bit of a narrow field. This makes set piece opportunities from throw-ins that much easier. Here's Ewan. Got some good distance on this one.
Wow.
With some Divine Savior players there in the middle.
Ball at the top
Britos
of the box.
gives it back to Rodriguez. This is his kind of range. Easy
Off-
catch for the goalie, though.
Off balance when he took that shot. I think he's.
I agree.
Another
Thank
bounce.
you, William.
Britos heads it forward. And Dia tracking it down after coming back.
Back a little.
Oh, what a move there from the Sharks player.
Wow.
Coming down the left side here. His pass was not
all over,
up
but-
to the quality of his move, though.
Just touching
How is it still gone through?
Just touching it isn't the job you have to do on defense. You got to get rid of it. Good job blocking the pass, but then they kind of just let him keep going.
My boy turned on the engines. He was zooming.
Yeah. They kind of laid that ball out for him like mission. And he did.
Goes quick clearance here to Gutierrez. Oh,
Had
Gutierrez
to
just
touch
lets
that.
it roll away.
Had to touch that.
Thought he had way more time than he actually did. Was off of a volley from Britos. And he had that clearance. Good,
No,
good
good
communication here.
Immediately serves it
Isagira
out, but
throws it to Mendia.
just doing. I want to see how many turnovers FCS has run.
Ray.
Great
Gutierrez
fight for it.
on an island there by himself. Legs are a bit too short. It's kind of
I was
easy to
about
cover
say,
if
that
you're
was,
taller.
That was a bit of a body miss. Making the moves, but able to cover every move, just one extension of it. Finds a ball again. Chips it through to the middle of the box. This is really dangerous if he can get through.
Good chance for Divine
Hits the
Savior.
bar again.
Hits the bar. Wow.
Someone put magnets in that crossbar. Not
Hold
sure
on.
what the call
What's-
is.
Okay, I'm concerned here because the referees from the farthest end is pointing.
I am assuming he called it against foul in the because he pointed over
Yeah.
there and then pointed and then waved in the direction of Divine Savior.
Yeah, it's just to me, it's just poor referee class. 'Cause you have this other referee down here, didn't call anything. I don't know. It's just kind of weird to me when you have two head officials on the field. This is
Chips it
high
through the
school
middle.
soccer.
Really patient play from Divine Savior. Run down the line. See if he's going to curve it up to him. And he does.
Probably should have passed that a bit earlier.
Yeah, FCS doing a job of rallying to
Rodriguez
it.
just gives it right
Just
back.
gives it right back to him. For the
That
giving
crosses.
season.
Yep.
Tithing at least 10% of our possessions.
The ball boy down here. Throw the ball on the field, please.
I don't think we coached the ball boys. Ball boys.
I think DSA have made the adjustment on goal kicks. Look at that. Their players standing at the edge of the 18.
You have to always wonder why someone was called in to take it instead of the goalie. Give you a kick like that. Consider life decisions up to that point. Time wasting. They're throwing it back to his own coach.
Look at where the referee is. No chance to call offside. Look at where he is.
Like a referee shade room.
I'm just saying,
Just
man.
straight facts.
I don't like. You guys have seen me watch
you've refed
games
before. You have a high
Yeah.
perspective of to understand what it have good. I get it, and it's true. I think the main thing is refs at this level aren't held to the same fitness standard as refs in professional.
Oh, no.
And that's not to say
Really,
mean,
any
he's-
standard. Like,
Well,
not even close.
that's what I'm saying. Is that I wouldn't be able to run around the whole field the whole time making all these calls, being in perfect position all the time. So
Yeah.
FCS has got to leave no doubt on this.
Garquez launches it.
Ball
Some
through, but
desperation, I think, from FCS at
I don't
this
think that's
point.
going to start working any. Look at the body language of the forwards there.
Oh, yeah.
They're reaching the end.
Ray
zone.
looks like he's
They're on
gassed.
fumes. And to give credit to the FCS coaches, they've been really good at stubbing players' station. Maybe some fresh legs at the top serve them better.
Ray's one of the players that has not left the pitch, I don't think, at any point in this game. Great development here from DSA. Well-weighted ball. Isagire picks it up at the penalty spot. Sends his man flying behind him.
Out, but happens.
He's playing long balls. I think that's Evan Garcia down there.
Panic is. Rather than taking it upon themselves, they kind of just dish off responsibility to, here you go, forward, take someone.
Yes. Really working up this line. That throw in so poor. Was just so slowly thrown that Garcia was a dead man in that spot. Easy interception for DSA. Here's the might have been a handball.
Yeah. Down. Still a lot of ball to play, but chances are going to start few and far between. Really got to put one.
Oh, this looks like a good one.
Bounces wide of the box.
Ray's chasing it down there.
Keeps it in.
Decides to keep it in.
Tries
Doesn't
to
get
chip
his
it through.
cross passes, man. Be a corner kick for FCS.
Crowd into it.
Now we've had some faithful parents all season. This boys soccer team have had a really consistent turnout each game in terms of attendance. That's really, really cool. Oh, the back post here. Wow, 3 players for FCS jump up for it. And Jerry Bishop had a chance to swing at it in the 6-yard back box.
On the clock.
Goal kick from DSA. Would have expected a bit more time wasting, a bit more milking of the
I was
clock.
about to say that.
Oh, the ball just gets through. I think that's Esteban's legs. Just checked in, I think, for the first time tonight.
Calling offsides or good hurry up play to get the ball back to the spot.
that's a veteran move right there from Ewan.
And they want to send it all the way into the box. I'm
Yes.
interested. Although there is a real chance right there. Bottom wish.
In the box. That's Rodriguez chasing it down. They wanted to keep it in bounds.
But
Joaquin's pressure from behind. Number 1 hurt footsteps.
ball back to FC.
Here's the throw in really far downfield. Sarkis having to avoid the referee.
Great challenge.
Great header from Britos. Joaquin sends it to the back post.
Punting it.
Referee in the way again. There's David Ray. What a save. It's at the upper right 90. Wow.
That ball didn't look like it had much pace on it, but it was so well placed that goalie had to make an incredible effort to save it.
FCS players having to run an obstacle course here around the referee 2 times in that development.
Yeah, if you're in the way of a play once, that would traumatize me to be like, you know what, I'm going to go stand over at the corner flag and wait for
Good corner kick here. The ball's free. There's a scrambling here in the 6-yard box.
Wow.
And DSA keep it out. It'll be another corner kick.
Wow.
Oh, man. I mean, listen to these fans.
Folks.
Go ahead, William.
It's getting feisty.
At the end of the game.
I think offsides.
That's it, bent out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick.
High.
And the
FCS able to win.
get that follow-up.
Play. They're going to slow it down. Doesn't look like it. They want to keep their foot on the pedal. They're trying to score again. Great curving through here.
One for Isaguirre. He wanted to throw it quick. He opted not to throw it there to Bishop.
Hunt.
That was a clear push-off. Surprised there's no call here. Oh, there is actually.
May have been other way. Have some really good chances here in the past 5 minutes. They're going to want to end this season on a high note. They're going to have to punch one in.
I think a tie here would feel like a victory on this Wadsworth Field season finale.
Great chip.
Good
through.
one in
There's a
from
good
Rodriguez.
chance. Punched out. See if he can control it at the top of the box. Good header
Rodriguez
in.
heads it forward. Ray trying to flick it forward. Oh, goalie could have had a chance to pick it up. Frantic moments here.
Fine savior on the attack. Playing it through. He's wide open.
Yeah, he's not offside. They've got 2 other men in the middle.
Played
A
it
cut
to
inside.
Played it to the top of the box.
Isaguirre is going to have to be the hero here. What a save from Corredera. Excellent slide tackle.
Right there. On par for the course for FCS today.
Wow, somehow the ball stayed in bounds. FCS can just restart play. Jerry Bishop. Oh, goes into his challenge.
Wow,
Bishop
brings it back.
succeeds in that
Down
duel.
the line.
And he gets fouled from behind here. Should be a call.
B30 on the clock.
Referee. Oh, and he pulls out a card here. This is the first card we've seen in this match.
Player has to leave the pitch. Do they put someone back on? Someone for them? Or they have to play
Yeah.
with
You have to
that?
replace the player.
Okay, okay.
It's not a
Yeah,
10-man thing. This one's really far, though. I mean, I know FCS want to launch it into the box, but this one's real far.
Yeah. This is like jackpot. And
Taking forever to blow the whistle.
Yeah, had to write it in the book. Look into the middle there. Ray cuts it to himself.
far.
Rito's having a man chasing him down. Gotta stay disciplined here. Oh, gets a slide tackle.
Uh-oh.
Rito's and the fans begging for an FCS throw in there. A bit desperate there for them to expect that. Referee calling for a clock stoppage here as substitute made.
You have to assume that they wanted a sub to waste time, but the clock stopped.
And look at that, Ray just lets the ball keep running. This juncture of the game, that's really
Ball boy is
frustrating to
right
see.
there, not throwing the ball into
Yeah.
the spot.
Gotta get this game restarted.
What's the point of the ball boy if he's not going to play the ball in? Why are they going and getting that ball? Well, the ref did signal to stop the clock, so I guess none of this matters anymore.
That's true.
That
The
kind of-
referee stopping the clock like this, I think he's running for a hard zero, blowing of the whistle.
I think he was making up for the fact that he also didn't stop the clock on hard. But you're right. Probably stopping it right. Oh man.
Only a lot of fouls here.
Yep. Yes, really throwing all their weight into this game.
Yeah, this ain't basketball. Foul this much. Hanson across. But wants to serve it out quickly, but like all 10 are back.
Thanks the punt. Like, dire situation for FCS.
Kind of set the position tone.
Goes pass to his own goalie here. Wow, he's going for a 10-yard shielding. He's might pay the price for that. This pass. Wow, it's cleared out. I thought it was heading on goal.
Optical illusion. Ripley's good or not. Xavier. Really probably content to not even score here, just playing it here. Danger of getting scored on if all you're doing is possessing it. in the
Oh,
other
self
box.
pass. Brilliant from the DSA player. Britos goes to ground again. Gets
Either way, this is what they want.
Ewan. Does he keep it in?
Ball stays in.
Yeah, this will likely be the last play of the game, folks, and the last play of the regular season for FCS. Go for that short corner
Seeing if he's
kick.
gonna put it top of the box.
And that is
There it
final,
is.
folks. DSA squeak out a 1-0 win over FCS at Wadsworth Field on FCS's regular season finale. Boys, do you have any final thoughts on this match?
I mean, credit to both teams. They both fought hard for it, and both had their real chances. And fortunately for FCS, and fortunately for DSA, they were able to get theirs in, and the cookie crumbles sometimes. But shout outs to the coaches and all the players for being able to bring this kind of competition again on a team and that is 1 year in. This is a fresh reboot boys
program.
soccer at FCS. So nothing to hang your head about here. As you said before, capitalizing on this opportunity and cementing a winning season. Nothing to be ashamed of here. You know, players and coaches, nothing you can do to shake off a loss. It's always going to sting, but really, I think when you look at the grander scheme of things, this is can end on a positive note.
William, what are your thoughts?
I think this is a really good showcase for our team in a sense that this is kind of the teams that we're going to be playing next year since we're going to be in an actual district. And it's kind of showing like we need to play, like we need to be playing at our best, and we can really come alive in this next season in a sense.
I think that's a good point, William. Even the lineup tonight didn't feature all that many seniors, mostly underclassmen running the show there. So this is an opponent that is a good indication of the kind of challenge and quality they'll be facing on a regular basis next season. So it sets a good bar for FCS to keep putting in work and improve this program. Anyway, folks, I've been Jeffrey Swindoll. I've been joined by my brother Spencer and William Swindoll. We are signing off for tonight. Thank you for watching. We hope the stream bless you. God bless you, and good night.
Good night, folks.